Now hitting on probably the worst thing about this phone, which is the software. I mean, this is the number one thing that I wish if I could change one thing about this phone, it would be this thing, the software. So it started off with Android 7.0. Apparently it only got up to Android 9.0, which is pretty sad. But here's the thing, even if it was on like stock Android, you're already outdated. But the problem is LG's UI. Me personally, I was never a fan of their specific UI that they made. I never liked it. I owned the LG G2 for a long time, for like a year and some change. And I had a great time with it, but I only had a great time because I custom ROM'd it. I custom ROM'd that device as soon as I got it, and I enjoyed it so much. I couldn't stand the LG's UI at the time, and I think I owned the LG G2 in 2016 or 2015 when this phone came out. And I mean, I'll tell you, like, I had a great time with the custom ROM'd LG G2, but I just wouldn't recommend people using, especially on an outdated version of LG's UI. You're really not getting that great of an experience. And I think if I could change one thing about this phone, it would be the software. Now, I'm unaware of the custom ROM capability behind this phone. I want to say there's probably at least some custom ROMs available if you want to root it and all that stuff, but I just don't know. I just don't think this phone's software is that great, but it's funny because it does make up for it in the battery features. Even the battery wasn't even that great. Actually, at that time it was pretty great, so 3200 milliamp hours, but even the battery life at that time was actually pretty good sized. Nowadays, it's kind of like, the average size that we get on a phone, but 3200 milliamp hours is actually a decent size at the time. But on top of that, it was removable, so you can go ahead and remove that storage, expand that storage however you want to. And as I said before, that was one of its biggest assets. Just being able to expand that storage is a really awesome thing, and you had that capability in this case. So I think when it came down to it, the software, horrible. I hate the software a lot, but the battery kind of makes up for it in the battery features and expandable storage too. I mean, those are some good things about this phone. So in terms of software, that pretty much covers it up. Now, when